Hey, yo, you know the hardest part of being a parent? When you have kids, it's hard for you to live without them, just for them to grow up and live without you. Let's talk about it on a Fammission Podcast. Yo, what's up? This your boy Money G from the Fammission Podcast. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get all access to motivated and inspiring videos on this Fammission Friday. Every Friday, let's get to the podcast. Yo, what's up? This your boy Monty G from the Fammission Podcast, and you already know what time it is, man. It's time to get into that family business. So I was thinking, right? You know, my kids, they're getting a little bit older. They moving out. They getting on their own. And I was thinking, from a parent's point of view, did your parents couldn't wait for you to leave, or did they set you up to leave? And how do it feel when your first kid left the house? So we're gonna open up these phone lines, and I got a couple of questions. Y'all can drop the questions in the comments. You know what I'm saying? And I got a couple of questions, and let's talk about it. Hit that line, 407-504-1199. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I know you read some picture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the first question is, you know, because I see a one view on there. You ain't got to be shy. You can drop a thumbs up in the comment or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We in here. So KKG, you can even ask the question. Do you believe your job as a parent is to prepare your children to need you less, or always need you, and why?
I mean, as a parent, I don't see a world where you would want to train them to need you more or need you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
I think instead of saying it that way, I would say don't train them at all because you want them to be dependent on you.
So what do that look like? What do that look like? Do you? Well, to me, what it look like is you teach your kids how to drive so they can go where they want to go, and then you can not teach them how to drive, and they can bug you and say, "Mom, take me over here. Dad, take me over here."
Yeah. Yeah, that's one.
So who taught you how to drive? Your mom or your dad?
My dad taught me how to drive a stick.
Mm-hmm.
But I learned how to drive in driver's ed.
So before you knew how to drive, would you always telling your mom, "Man, take me to the swimming pool, take me over here, drop me off from our friend's house"?
Even after I knew how to drive, because I didn't have a car.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's a good question. Drop it in chat. Who taught you how to drive? You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed.
I mean, the first time I drove, I didn't get any instruction. My dad just said, here's the keys, go down, drive down to the post office, and pick up the mail.
So you were driving in first gear the whole time?
That wasn't a stick. That was like a regular, car.
So you know how to start it up, know where the gas and brakes.
I had sat in a car with I had ridden in a car with other people before, so yeah, I knew how to start it, and I had never did it.
Right, you know the basics.
Yeah.
So how fast you think you was going? You was cruising?
I don't know.
You was cruising.
I was probably going fast.
The first time you drove? Cap.
I don't think so.
Cap.
I was going fast.
The first time you ever drove a car and you was going, what's fast? Because 20 miles per hour is fast.
I mean, we were out in the country, so
20 miles per hour is fast.
no. Hey,
So you think if I push you out the car at 20 miles per hour?
No, I'm saying I know it was definitely at least 40.
40 the first time you ever drove?
Yeah.
I know you lying. Good Lord.
I mean, I would say at least, probably more.
Yeah, I'm grown. I'm scared to go 40. All right, who we got online right there? We got Paula. Yeah, I can't see what she's saying. I'm going to make my screen big.
Okay, hold on. I got you. I was Googling something.
I think she said my grandfather was when I was 12 years old.
In an old pickup truck.
In an old pickup truck. I bet you. You know what I'm saying? An old pickup truck on the real. 12 years old. Was you going 40 though? That was the question. How fast was you going? Because 40 is 45 is the speed limit. And I guess Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, when she first got behind the wheel in the Benz, she was going like 40. But she wasn't by herself though. Because you know, one slight turn, you can be in there. All right. And she's at about 30 in the middle of the empty field. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, about 30. 20 miles is far. I mean, 20 miles is fast. You know what I'm saying? For real. For a first beginning.
Because to me, it seemed really far.
And it wasn't far. I bet you it was like up the street.
It was 4 miles.
4 miles? Mm-hmm. By yourself?
By myself.
First time getting in the car?
First time ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my dad was the kind of dad, like, he should have had boys.
Yeah.
He was the kind of dad that would throw you in the water and tell you to learn how to swim. He was that kind of dad.
Yeah, and that's what kind of dad I needed because I still ain't know how to swim. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know how to swim until I had kids. Straight up.
I had to look it up. I had to look it up on Google. It's 3.7 miles. So
on the real. All right, so next question. What's harder for you, protecting your child or letting your child make their own mistakes? So you think you protect your child or you just let them make their own mistakes?
I don't know. I feel like I'm a mix of both.
Yeah, I think I'm an overprotector. Because I made enough mistakes for all of my kids.
Yeah, but they don't learn by you telling them. They learn by doing. So
I know.
I think I'm both. I think I'm more of a let them figure it out person. But only because I know, like, I was really hard-headed when I was young. And nobody could tell me anything. So I feel like that's probably where some of that comes from.
Okay. So you was a hard-headed child. I was kind of hard-headed child.
So that's what I did.
That's what you did? What? Let them make their own mistakes? So, all right. Another question. What age do you think a child truly become independent? Nowadays?
I don't think there's an age. I think it depends on the individual because there are some people who are very just an independent person, and there are some people who need some extra time. Like, I mean, even in our own kids, for example, right? So, like, Brooklyn likes to do everything on her own. She's not good at some stuff, and she needs assistance, but she would rather do it on her own and bump her head and figure it out. But then we have, like, Tyler. He's the one that's, like, always asking, like, hey, should I do this? Should I do this? I'm not sure which one to do. So I think we have kind of both ends of that spectrum just with our kids.
Yeah, and I think that's a little bit of me and you because even with Tyler, I remember one time I told him, like, man, don't never be scared to ask questions because you can sit back and be like, you ask a question and they can be like, "Oh man, you stupid. How you don't know that question?" Or you can feel stupid because you didn't ask the question.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You said sometimes when they get out of school and on their own, sometimes never. LOL.
On the real, yeah.
I mean, I think it depends on each individual child and their personality and their experience. Like me, I didn't get put out. I left.
Yeah.
I looked up an apartment. I met with the landlord. I filled out the application. I mean, it was a raggedy 1-bedroom furnished apartment. Other people's furniture. Right. It was, and it was, I think my rent was like $450 a month.
Yeah, that's a good question. How old was you when you left your people crib? How old was you when you first got your first apartment or you moved out? I moved out. I was with a girl I was messing with, and I used to go over their house all the time. Then I started spending the night, and then I just was over there. And next thing you know, I was just there. 16 when you moved out?
I was 17.
Yeah, I was about 16 too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's crazy because 16 sounds like a young age to us.
Mm-hmm.
But my grandmother had a kid at 15, my first kid at 15. Mm-hmm. It reminded me of this story. It was this lady, her kid, she had a 15-year-old kid, and she she finna go hang out with her friend, and she said, take some protection. She said, Mom, I'm only 15. She said, and I'm only 30. So, yeah, 15-year-olds be doing their thing. Excuse me.
I was trying to look and see if I could find a picture of that apartment building. It's not there anymore. So.
I bet. They probably burned it down.
No, they didn't burn it down. They built, the dorms and stuff right there.
Mm-hmm.
Burned it down. I mean, they probably should have, to be honest. It wasn't like it was a nice apartment, but it wasn't terrible. We lived upstairs from this guy. He was like an old man. And,
how old was you when you first had your first kid?
23.
You 23?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had my first kid. I think I was 19. Yeah. Yeah. She say 17? Oh, so you moved out and then you started messing around doing the do. Okay, I see you. 17. Yeah. All right, so that's the next question.
Got it.
Are you raising your kids to survive without you or to obey you? That's a good one. Devo, that's a good one. What up, family member? Are you raising your kids to survive without you or to obey you? So you be like, man, you better listen to me.
She said, yep, but I got married before I had him.
You got that. That's good. I'm proud of you. Yeah. So yeah, do you raise your kids to survive without you or just to obey you? Because we come from a time where you don't do what I do, you do what I say. Do what I say and don't do what I do. But in actuality, we do exactly what our parents do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we don't do exactly, but when the rules is in line, we rule breakers. It's just in human nature.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one thing that
I hope I raised them to survive well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 14.
14 was your first kid? Good Lord, my boy. What did you still live with your people? How old was you when you moved out, Devo? You moved out your people's house. So, yeah, I don't think my father smoked cigarettes. I don't think my father smoked cigarettes, but my mama smoked cigarettes, and I didn't pick that up. You know what I'm saying? That's one habit I'm glad I didn't pick up, because cigarettes is one thing that's hard to get off cigarettes. I didn't see people stop smoking weed, stop smoking, shooting heroin, everything. With cigarettes and coffee, chokehold. Mm-hmm. Straight up. 13? You moved out at 13? And then you start doing the do? Okay. Okay, Devo look older than me. Devo, man, we're going to have Wild the General on a podcast, you know what I'm saying, next Friday. You know, he was telling me, you know what I'm saying, he was a part of the UPT Unplugged Thug. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, word, me too. I still got tattoo on my arm.
Where?
Right here with Shorty.
What does that say?
UPT.
I always thought that was hair on your arm.
No, we was shorties. Unplugged thugs. You know what I'm saying? Running behind Devo. Charlie on the Harley. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. He gonna get on the podcast Friday. You know what I'm saying? You need to make sure you lock in. You know what I'm saying? You can call in. We're gonna have some questions for him. You know what I'm saying? You might have to give me some questions. You know what I'm saying? To ask him. Be like, hey, you remember when, yeah. Yes, indeed. The original UPT crew on the real. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, man, you know, I was just thinking about, you know, one of the hardest things to do is live without your kids. For them to grow up and live without you. You know, I was telling my son and my daughter, I was like, man, you know, once upon a time, we all stayed in the house together. My mama, my daddy, my sisters and brothers. You know, I was so young, I don't remember it, but it had to be, we was together at one point in time. And now we grow up. You don't even see my mother and my brothers and my sisters. You know, and I say that's going to be y'all. One day, y'all going to have y'all family, and I ain't going to be around. You know, you're going to be living with your family, and I might be in a whole different town or something. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part is, when you got kids living in out of state, and your parents don't, when you and your parents don't live in the same state, did you know that you only probably see your parents 7 times out of your lifetime once y'all in different states? Y'all might see each other 7 times at the most before y'all leave this earth. That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, I mean, that tracks.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, after my mom left Illinois, I only seen her
What you saying? The empty nesters?
She said the empty nest syndrome is hard for us moms.
Yeah, it is. It is. You know, you know, it's hard for moms, right? And for us boys, you know, the moms they the mama bear and they always protect. But boys, we take it hard without having a father in our life. And we don't even talk about it. We talk about it amongst ourselves, but we don't talk about it with our moms or the girls or nothing, because I mean, maybe with your girlfriend or something, you know what I'm saying? Because when you love someone, you tell them your deepest secrets. That's what love is. When they tell you your deepest secrets, and you hope y'all don't break up and she try to tell your secrets to people. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that you know, I know it's hard for moms, because you know, it's the you the baby, and you got to raise them from day one. When they came out, before they was even born, you was attached to them. Mm-hmm. But for male, growing up with no father, trying to be a father, mm-hmm. it's like trying to put a puzzle together without seeing the picture. Like. You know what I'm saying? Without seeing a picture, just be like, here goes some puzzle pieces, put it together. That's what it looked like to us, yeah. Trying to be a father or a husband, and we ain't never seen a father or a husband.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, you know. Yeah. And, you know, sometimes, and you know, ain't no shade at the moms and stuff. It's like they try to protect us, but not knowing that it kind of damaged us a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then it rolls on to our family, because we trying to be something we never been, and we mess around and run the girl off. You know what I'm saying? She be like, no, you crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I guess that's what they, I guess that's what it is with, you know what I'm saying, the cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said my son does that every day. Yeah. You know, I need to holler at your son, Devil A. Ron. I hit him up, but he answer the phone. I know he be busy, man. But I need to hit up my bro, man. Hit up old Devil A. Ron. I hit him up once in a while. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody be busy and be having their family and have their own situation going on. So, you know, I don't be trying to oppose on people, but I do reach out here and there. You know, I need to reach out more than I do. But, you know.
Check on him.
Huh?
So you need to check on him. Because remember the last time he was on here, he said something crazy. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I mean, I reached out to him. Mm-hmm. Maybe I need to send him a text. I don't know if he got a new number or one. I try to call. I don't be texting. Yeah. I be calling. You know what I'm saying? I'm an OG. I like to call people. I hate when I tell my kids, hey, call your mom and tell her to bring this downstairs. They be texting. I be like, by the time the text go through, she'll be downstairs. Like, just call her. It's the instant. Same number. All right, I'm gonna text him this time. But yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? The instant gratification. You know, y'all want to text. Like, you know, these kids today can't even hold a conversation with people. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, good Lord. Mm-hmm. All right. I got these questions. Y'all can answer in the comments too, y'all. So, have you ever felt unappreciated as a parent? And how did you handle it?
For sure.
So how do you handle it?
I mean, you have to learn at some point to not take things as personally, because kids can be selfish. They can be cruel, and it don't even be like, it don't even be the intention.
Yeah, But you know, it's that selfish word, right? You know, we look at selfish as a Jason, what's up, bro? I think, you know, selfish.
Shit, I think it's true because being a father feels difficult because I had a male figure in my life, but he wasn't my pop.
Yeah, I know. He was out. Hey, we were just talking about him and
all through the teenage years.
All through the teenage years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially a teenager mother, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure it out. You know. But yeah, James, man, your stepdad, man, he was a coach and a father figure to the hood. Me and Lil Jonathan were just talking about him. When y'all, I think he said y'all was trying to ditch school, and he got on y'all heels, and I said, yeah, man, he was always a good father figure. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what I was gonna say is selfish, right? We say selfish like, man, you selfish because you don't want to share your fries. Man, you selfish, you don't want to help. But you know, selfish is really a positive thing. Selfish is you doing something for yourself, right? So watch this. I got another question. When the last time you did something for yourself, by yourself, not buying something for you, but doing something for you? Like, when last time you did something for yourself? Not buying something for yourself. Like, oh, y'all bought me some shoes. No, you did something for yourself. By yourself, for yourself. Like, took yourself on a date and you just sat there and ate a steak, potatoes, and just, with nobody, just sitting there by yourself, enjoying yourself.
But this morning, I read my Bible. I do that every morning for me.
Yeah, but we're talking about self-care. Like they say it's selfish. Like, you know, if we go out and eat, our kids will say, oh, y'all selfish. Y'all didn't even ask us that we were going to go. Mm-hmm. But sometimes we need to go out and know each other. Mm-hmm. Because as the kids growing up, we know each other as parents. And as the kids growing up and doing their own thing, we have to relearn each other. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes, and back to the other question, they make us feel like we need. Last time my son, like, he didn't need me. I sat in the car and cried. I was like, damn. And not because what he was saying was just letting me know, like, damn, he growing up.
Yeah, I feel unappreciated all the time. I feel cared about as long as I got money.
Do we got the same kid? Mm-hmm. Hello.
She said, I just try to ignore their looks and smart mouths and try to let them experience things for themselves. And they generally figured out I was right.
On the real. And I think that's what, you know, that's a hard thing to do because for us, because we wanna hop in the way, but I be keeping it real with them. I be keeping it funky with them. I say, bro, y'all gonna have to figure it out right now while we still around. The best way is to try to figure it out while we still around, and we can't help. Yeah. Because once we gone, if we gone off this earth, you're going to have to figure it out. And you're going to find out your friends ain't really your friends. They only your friends because you're only doing what they doing. Yeah. They ain't your friends. They ain't going to be no helping friends. They only friends to destroy you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To destroy your confidence and everything, like, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. They say, is it selfish to want your kids to choose, clothes forever, or is it natural love? So do you want your kids to choose you forever, or is it natural love? Huh?
What do you mean choose you?
Is that true? Okay, I ain't got my glasses on right there. I can't see. It's light in my face. Right here.
Oh, close.
Yeah. So Okay, I can't.
I always want to be close to my kids.
So you want your kids? So is it selfish to want your kids close forever, or is it natural? Yeah, if you want your kids close forever, like, I mean, we ain't close to our family.
Yeah. So that's what you're saying. So like in physical distance.
Yeah, like like get an apartment down the street. But you know what? Nowadays, Bougie, what our family member, nowadays, and the way the prices going up on the apartments and houses and and food and carrying on and cars and stuff. I thought about, I had a Mexican buddy, right? And he said, we got this from black folks. He said, you know how Mexicans all live together with their parents and their grandparents and all this? Like, and everybody be like, oh, y'all live in the same house. Like, back in Chicago, the Mexicans, they used to get a three-level house, right? They'll turn the basement into an apartment, the middle floor into an apartment, and the upstairs apartment, right? Mm-hmm. And then they have the grandparents living there to take care of the kids while they go to work and pay all the bills. Mm-hmm. And that's why they have so many cars in front of the house. Mm-hmm. And then after they buy that house, they'll go and rent another house and then buy that house and then rent a house and keep doing it. And now they got the whole block. And they were like, oh man, the Mexicans took over the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. But they said we learned that from black folks. And black folks don't do it no more. Mm. Black folks don't do it no more.
Yeah. I mean, because now everybody
want things
my way.
Man, I want my own. I want me a 3-bedroom and it's just me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't gotta deal with nobody else.
And I thought about it. I said, man, we having grandkids now. I was raised by my grandmother. I wouldn't mind staying home and raising my grandkids. You know what I'm saying? And having my kids got their own, downstairs apartment or somewhere and. You know what I'm saying? Man, I wouldn't mind raising I was raised by my grandparents. Yeah. So I think I know how to be a grandparent. Mm-hmm. Then I know how to be a parent. Like I ain't have my father and my mother, so I was really winging it. But a grandparent, I think I can do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Real spec, King. Yeah, yes indeed. Like, and man, get a two flat apartment, you know what I'm saying? Everybody get their own room and man, look. And then you know how
sometimes I want them close to me for sure. Other times I'm glad there's distance between us. I do miss seeing my great grandkids.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, because you want your own space. And now I see why they had the big old house and the grandma house was in the backyard. Mm-hmm. You know, what they call it?
Now they call it a mother-in-law suite.
Yeah, like a mother-in-law suite. Mm-hmm. So you got your parents. You got your kids in the house, and you got the mother-in-law suite. So when they go to work, then we come in the house, straighten up, and make sure the kids. And then when it's time to go home, man, I'm in the back with the door locked. I'm in the back garage sleeping with my nice little apartment. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. On the real, like we need to go back to them days. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. Living with my kids and my grandkids. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And we in separate houses and we got our own little space. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. I wouldn't want to probably live in the house with them. You know what I'm saying? But I come in the house and we eat dinner at the table and we talk and have family. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
family
remember
time.
how we were talking about doing the containers? And then have like the big house in the middle, which is where like the kitchen and the living room and that's kind of common spaces.
Oh yeah.
And everybody has their own container that they go home to, like down a little hallway.
Oh yeah, that's raw. Yeah, pull them up. Find some container pictures. We're gonna post some of them up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever heard of those container houses? Those container houses. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much they is, but I bet you they might be a little cheaper than buying a regular house. I know they steady. Then they make a house now with that cheap wood. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So this is.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
This is kind of what I had in mind as far as like that idea. Look, like that.
Ooh, that's nice.
So you have like the main house in the middle.
Oh, that's raw. And then
everybody got their own little space.
Yeah, that's raw right there. The main house
that's a smaller one than the one I was thinking of, but yeah.
Yeah, that's raw though. So everybody got their hallway. You know what I'm saying? They got their own room, showers, and you know what I'm saying? They got their own. Then they come together. That's nice.
Yeah.
No. Oh, we on the mission. Family on the mission. Let me see what you got.
Oh, good. You're in the middle of a podcast.
Oh, my man. It's a Family on the Mission podcast. Look how my daughter, she bringing gifts, y'all. Yeah.
Get some of this.
Sweet tea. Sweet tea? No, we don't need no sweet tea. It's going to spike my sugar. What you got? Take it home tonight. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
He said that hat and t-shirt duo is fire.
Oh, yeah. You like that? Like that? You know what I'm saying? Got that AG on there. You know what I'm saying? Got to represent. You know what I'm saying? Chicago. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do it. You know what I'm saying? This old. Yeah, this old school right here. So, oh, who that? Chico. Chico, what's going on, bro? So, we talking about how hard it is to live without your kids, just for them to grow up and live without you. You know what I'm saying? And like what did your parents prepare? Well, this is one of the questions right here. What did your parents do that prepared you or failed to prepare you for adulthood? You know what I'm saying? So, what you think your parents prepared you for about adulthood, or failed to prepare you for adulthood?
I don't know. I guess they really kept me out of their financial dealings.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was something that could have helped me, because as a young person, I didn't understand the concept of, like, I knew they worked every day, you know, but I didn't understand the concept of that money was not unlimited.
Yeah.
Well, not even that it was unlimited, but because I knew we didn't always have money. It was just like I didn't understand how it all worked, and I think I could have benefited from knowing that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think overall, my parents was like, it's kind of like you don't know if you don't know. I think they didn't know. They were still trying to figure it out. Mm-hmm. And they didn't pass nothing down to me to say, hey, man.
So I unfortunately didn't get much help from them. I had to learn things myself.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
They showed me the struggle was real.
Yes.
Oh, they showed me the struggle was real. Mm-hmm.
Now, we definitely struggled. Mm-hmm. Now, we know. But the struggle to us, like, it was so normal. Mm-hmm. When I'm not struggling, I feel funny. If that makes sense. I don't know. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. But yeah, the struggle was definitely real. But
I think it's because we operate out of a mindset of lack.
Yeah.
And I think what happens then is you don't know what to do until you get back to that lack. Like it's foreign.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's deep right there. Yeah, I think we just been struggling for so long. Let me see. How do you balance being a parent Oh, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, y'all. You know, that might be the other dude messing with us. So the question was, how do you balance being a parent and letting your child become their own person?
I mean, I think as hard as it is to do, sometimes you just have to step back and be like, you know what? I know the right answer here, but maybe I need to let them explore the possibilities.
Yeah. What's the right answer?
Equipped.
Yeah. Quit. So, yeah. So yeah, and it's hard, and maybe it's hard for me. Maybe it's hard for me to step back and let my kids make their own bad decisions, because the decisions that I made could have killed me.
Right.
And they didn't. And God was on my side, so I have to trust and believe that God is on their side.
And that's part of the surrender, right?
Yeah.
Part of the surrender is, I know what they're doing is not beneficial for them. And I can see that, right? But I can't always fix it for them, because A, that's God's job. B, I'm not always going to be here.
Yeah, see, it's hard seeing them going down the wrong path.
She said, I have a hard time keeping quiet. I know.
It's hard. Man, it is. It's like, man, it's kind of like, man, we've been there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, if something happened to you tomorrow, would your child be emotionally and spiritually equipped? Like, would they know how to handle it? Like, if something happened to you tomorrow, can they spiritually be spiritually, would they be okay with it? Like, do we tell our kids that, hey, man, we're not going to live forever, my boy?
Yeah, you tell them it all the time.
I tell them all the time, but I think they just be like, Dad, you be tripping. I don't like, this is what they tell me. Bro, I don't like to talk about death. I say, but it's real.
Nobody does. I remember when my mom first got sick and she was talking to me about it. I'm like, but, okay, why do we have to talk about this? Because you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
She said, I pray that would be the case for them. And so that's what I was going to say. It's like, as far as spiritually goes, you don't really know where your kids are at spiritually. That's a personal relationship.
But hold on though. It is a personal relationship, but did you guide them spiritually to even let them know? Like we say, man, I wish somebody would have told me more about the Bible. And then I will understand that, you know what, whatever happens, like we learned this in the Bible. It's best to go to a funeral than go to a party. Mm-hmm. Right? Because when you go to a funeral, to me, it's like when you go to a funeral, that lets you know that life is short and you can tighten up. Like you always say, the party is always going to be there.
Yeah.
So the more you go to a funeral, the more you're going to say, dang, they was young, or damn, they had plans. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, it's like a switch clicking in your head. Yeah. You know, and nowadays, you're like, man, I don't want to go to a funeral. I'd rather go to the club and kick it and woo woo. Mm-hmm. Like, they taking things for granted.
Well, here, let me read this first. Just meditating on the way I used to be, so it helps me to see and understand what life was for me. It helps me to have patience with them. So what I was going to say is, it's some people that don't want to think about, like they're not prepared, and so they can't even wrap their mind about thinking about death. And so yes, they would rather go to a party, because then they don't have to think about, or they don't have to have the conviction to turn away from the stuff that they're doing. It's just like how the same people don't want to go to church, or they don't, because the pastor's talking to them. Or they don't want to go to.
But what God say, turning away from knowledge is like turning away from me. Yeah. So y'all don't want to hear the truth. Yeah. Right? And I don't want to get on here and be preachy, but I'm just telling you that's what it is. Like, you know, look at my son. He lost his mom. They didn't know that was gonna happen. They didn't know, like, so now you can't be sitting here thinking that it won't happen to me, and because I got both my parents, and it won't. No, that's for right now. Everybody had both of their parents at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? Nothing lasts forever. You know what I'm saying? I used to have long, curly hair. You know what I'm saying? Nothing lasts forever. You know what I'm saying? So don't get in the mind. Don't get. That's why God says to renewing your mind. So yeah, don't get in that mindset of things gonna last. It's gonna be like this forever. It's not. Straight up, cars, everything changed. Houses, locations, everything. Straight up, nothing stay the same. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Oh, we ain't got our number up there. That's cool. We ain't got nobody gonna call in.
Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all wanted to call in, but
it's because we showed a picture. That's why.
Oh, we showed the picture. Yeah.
She said, in the last few years, I have been getting prepared for the inevitable, and my youngest daughter freaks out when I mention everything. Yeah. I do too. Yeah. I mean, it's. Listen. But I'm gonna tell you, from somebody who's been through that situation already.
Go ahead.
I'm so happy that I didn't have to, that my mom took care of everything, and I didn't have to, while grieving the loss of my mother, also have to make decisions about her final resting. Like I'm so grateful for that.
That she what?
That she kind of took care of all of that beforehand. So when it came time to deal with her final affairs, it was already all done.
Okay, and that's a good one, right? You know, because the stress wasn't on you. But it's two things I want to say. But before that, I'm gonna tell you this before I tell this story, right? And it's about death, right? So bear with me. I'm going somewhere. You know, your mom made sure she was cool and where she wanted to be and what she wanted to do, and she wanted to be cremated or where she wanted to be buried at. She made sure she had that in order so it won't fall on you and you don't know what to do, right? My whole thing, like, because we all in Florida, and I'm like, this ain't my family. My whole thing, I'd be like, man, if I die, I don't know where I want to be buried at.
I don't want to be buried at all.
But that's what I'm saying. So did we ever talk about these things? Did we say, so do you know?
We were even cremated.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, but have we ever sat down? We say it, like right now we're saying it, but did we ever sit down and say, look, I want to be cremated. This is what I want to do. Do we got a will? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, do we, as parents right now, do we set it up for our kids to be like, this is what my parents want? Or we be like, oh yeah, we're going to be cremated. And then our kids, we die and our kids be like, yeah, we're going to bury them over here in Florida by Florida Mall. You know what I'm saying? And be like, that ain't what we wanted. And then they got to struggle with all these bills to pay off the burial and all this stuff, and they struggling. But this wasn't our desire. This ain't what we wanted.
Yeah, I mean.
And we didn't want to leave them with a debt.
Well, right, and we have life insurance for that very reason. But you're right. I mean, I have the documentation to put together for all of this. I just haven't ever did it.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. We never did it. But okay, so now another thing is, it was a story time. It was this old lady, right? She used to always talk to her grandkids, and she say, you know, grandma getting old. You know, I'm gonna die soon. And she been saying this since the kids was like 7 years old. And they're like, grandma, why you always talking about death? My grandma, and Reese, what up, family member? You already know. And he's like, grandma, why you always talking about death? And you know what I'm saying? Anyway, she talked about death, and she lived up to like 120. But she was talking about she was gonna die for the last 30 years. And she lived 30 years, still talking about death. So what I'm saying is, when you talking about death and thinking about death, sometimes you outlive everybody else. Because the people that die don't even be thinking about death. So I think that's gonna be me, because I've been thinking about the first funeral I ever went to was my little niece's funeral, and she was 2 years old, and I seen a baby casket, and it messed my head up because it was like a little shoebox, and I was a shorty, and I was like, dang.
Didn't know you made it in that size.
Didn't even know that they make it in that size.
Like the baby's diapers.
Man, you know what I'm saying? It was so little, and I was like, dang, God called people home. I thought for a long time growing up in the hood, I didn't even know people died. I thought people just get killed.
Right.
My grandfather was the first person I seen die. He died on my grandmother's couch from old age. You know what I'm saying? That was my mother. That was my grandmother. That was my great-grandfather then.
Yeah. Oh, her dad?
Yeah, her dad. Her dad died on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? And yeah. And I remember my Uncle Freddie, he used to say, man.
Was it the same couch?
No, it wasn't the same couch.
Mm-hmm.
No, this was years ago. No, I was still a shorty. But my Uncle Freddie, he used to always say, man, I don't care how I die. I just don't want to die from violence. And I was like, and he died from cancer, but I was like, damn, that's crazy. But in my mind, I think that's how people die. Like, I thought people died by getting killed. Because everybody I knew was getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know people died from being sick, died from old age.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ain't that crazy?
I mean, probably than most people, but just knowing what I know, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So get it. Yeah, the Most High in Christ, family member. That's what I'm saying. You got to get it right with Christ while you sit on this earth, and don't be thinking, oh, I'm gonna wait, because you don't know when your day is up, and you don't know when it's last. Like they say, death coming in like a thief in the night, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't think
It's real and random.
Yeah, it's real and random. You already know. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I had to get it right with Christ. You know, it's mandatory for me to get it right, because, you know, from the grace of God, I'm still here to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to share the message. And Boo G, he be doing his Bible study too, man. Y'all want to know about the word, man? Get up on my boy, DeVille Thornton. Y'all get on his page, man. He be reading the Bible. Monty G be having a Bible study every Tuesday night. You know what I'm saying? If y'all would get in, man, and look, it's not lame to get in the word, my boy. It's lame when you don't know the word.
Can we take a baby break? I have a good picture.
A baby break? Let's do it.
Look at this little face. It just wanted to
that's my grandson right there, Romanti. Yeah, he named after me. You see that, Reese? Yeah, that's my little grandson. Man, he be smiling at the angels. You know what I'm saying?
He's so happy to be home.
Yeah. That dude got a smile on him. Boy, he do not be playing. I can't.
Got that picture today, so I just had to show
Yeah, I know. And that's a new picture. Yeah, home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is his first day home. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I pray for this, man. I pray that, you know, that I live long enough to have grandkids. I want to see my grandkids. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm blessed to see them. But man, you know, it's gonna be a beautiful chapter. You know what I'm saying? Just having. I was raised by my grandparents, so.
Hey.
Yeah.
TT.
Yeah, all right, baby break. I love it.
Photo creds.
Yeah. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. It's a blessing. You know what I'm saying. The little dude named after me, man. So a little bundle of joy, a little bitty peanut, little bundle of joy. So I can't wait to see him grow up, and you know, I can, you know what I'm saying. I can show him what this. Well, damn man, what would I like to show him?
What you gonna show him? Besides crate courts, you already said that.
Yeah, I'm definitely making him a crate court. Don't get that, Mr. Screw. He getting a crate court. You know what I'm saying? A crate basketball court. But I want to show him nature though. You know what I'm saying? I want to do stuff that that I didn't grow up doing, like catching fish and. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, a whole fit.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Just stuff that I didn't do when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Watching, you know, like the nature channels, like,
Discovery
yeah,
Channel.
like, you know what I'm saying, birds and how the birds are so smart, you know what I'm saying, and how they build nests and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And be like, man, just show them that God creation, and be like, bro, but He created us way bigger than them, bro. He hand did us, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want to show them life. I just want to speak life into them, show them life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yes. Let me see if I got some more questions. Oh. You say, are we raising children or are we raising future strangers?
Yes, indeed. Morning crew, we get them rabbits.
Yeah, here he is. That's the time they come going hunting rabbits. We ain't gonna hunt no rabbit. I got a little grand bunny, man. So my daughter-in-law, she got a bunny. I got a little bunny. You know what I'm saying? So we got the bunny family, man. We can't be hunting bunnies right now.
With God's blessing, we'll be able to do all of that.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be a blessing. Yeah, my grand bunny over there. I got a little grand bunny, man. So, yeah. So are we raising future strangers? Like, you know.
I don't think so. You talking about strangers in the fact, like, you know how we
like you'd be like, I don't even that ain't my son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, right? Like when I say we raising our kids. But our kids got friends.
Yeah.
My grandmother, she raised me, but how I turned out, like, you know, going to jail and doing all this stuff, and she like, man, this is not my grandson.
Right.
So, even though you raising your kid, it's somebody in the background teaching your kids about something that you ain't even put in them.
Yeah.
And then they could be a stranger to you.
Yeah. I thought you meant in that they don't talk to you anymore after they're grown.
That too. You know what I'm saying? That too. And that fact, yeah, they don't even talk to you no more. Or they just doing something that you ain't even know. They was thinking in a way that you ain't even, you like, dang, I didn't know you were like that. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Hunt rabbits no more, fam.
I don't hunt rabbits no more.
Yeah, man. Here he is. He had a love. They said, look, my love. Well, home. He stay sleep, boy. He stay sleeping, smiling.
Because he's a baby.
Man.
You teach them what they need to know, but they have got their own minds.
Yeah, you know, and that's true. And I had to realize that we can't control our wives. We can't control our kids. We can't control how people talk to us. You know, God only gave us one thing to control, and you know, that's self-control. So we can control how we react to things, but yeah, I don't have no control over what my kids do, what my family do, what the outside world do. You know what I'm saying? I only control that how I can react to it. So when I learned that, you know, my stress level went down because I used to say, man, you better not talk to me like that. Better not talk to me like that. Man, they better not. But I can't tell nobody how they talk to me. They can talk. It's how I react. You know what I'm saying? They can say whatever they want to say. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's between them and God. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? And I found out when you react to people, that's them controlling you. When you control yourself, when you don't react, that's you controlling yourself. You know, so I've been working on a lot of self-improvement, and you know what I'm saying, trying to, yes sir, King, yeah man, I've been on some self-improvement, and I just been, you know, it's not my job to react to people and comments and situations, especially negative things. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple family members that was talking crazy to me, and I had the power to hit the delete button. I ain't got to respond to them. I don't have to say things. I don't have to respond. I don't have to take up my, oh man, I didn't do this, and now no, I don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I think I read that sometime back. I know our kids were still in school because I remember telling it to them. But you don't have to attend every argument you're invited to.
Yeah, that right there. So yeah, I took that one on the chin. I said, man, you know, yeah, and that's one thing that we had to teach our kids. Oh, that's a good one. This is the last question, man, because we already at the hour of power.
That God gives all free will. From there, we learn to go down God's path or the other way.
Would you rather your child struggling with you or succeeding without you?
Yeah, they got to succeed without me.
And that was a good one, right? Because we have a lot of parents, right? Especially young parents, when it's time for their kids to succeed, like go to college, or you know what I'm saying, to move out of town, or they got with a girlfriend, or they got with their boyfriend, and the parents will say, because they don't have no friends, they'll say, man, you leaving me here by myself. You know what I'm saying? You finna go to college. Once you go to college in town, like, why you gotta go all the way over there? You're gonna leave me out here by myself. You know what I'm saying? And they put that guilt trip on them. And the kids can't even succeed. You know, can't even do what they was.
The gangster disciple, the God disciples. I'm very proud of all of my brothers and sisters. Keep up the excellent work, team.
Man, you already know, my brother. And, you know, you inspire me, man. You know what I'm saying? Boo G, you inspire me, man. I love what you doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And don't be thinking don't nobody be watching you, because they be watching you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? But you know how it is. You know, I know they watching me, too. You know, they watching us. They watching us. You know, they just can't.
Paula said succeeding for sure.
Yeah, we definitely succeeding. Yeah, we wanna see our kids succeed, but you know, it's like crabs in a bucket. Some people that hold you down, they don't want you to get around and live your life. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Bougie, they don't know how to adapt to the new us. You know, they still have this image of the old us in their head, and they can't adapt to the new us, but they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to. So, any questions you got before we leave up out of here? You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. I always appreciate y'all spending the hour of power with me on the Fammission Podcast. I appreciate it if y'all can share this video. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate my Facebook followers, my YouTube followers. You know what I'm saying? I just appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? You already know, man. Y'all family. Take care. Y'all take care. Yes, you take care too. You know, we on the mission. Family on the mission. We on the mission. Family on the mission. We on the mission. Family on the mission. All right, y'all. Peace. Love y'all.
I got the whole